27, 28, and I lost my mum. I suddenly became allergic to dairy as a stress-related, so it meant that, and I'm actually allergic to eggs as well. So it became very easy. I'd wanted to be a vegan for a long time, and then actually it became not a choice because I had to, because it makes me ill. Made the decision at about age 10 that I didn't want to eat meat anymore. And that's what I always get is when you say that you're a vegan, they go, "What do you eat?" I eat food. I love that I live near a park. I walk to the park nearly every day. I go for a walk every evening after work. And we're very, very fortunate that Bentley's got a beautiful park. And I'm also by a woodland, so within 10 minutes I can walk onto what used to be the pit top, and I can walk and I can go for literally 5 and 6 hours on a Sunday afternoon and go and walk down to a lake and feed the ducks. And it's very, very, very beautiful. So I do think that Bentley's very fortunate that it's got lots of community assets that I can go and utilise. If you just did an aerial shot of Doncaster, you can see how much green space we've got, and walking in nature is just what I need. I've got a very stressful job, manage a team and the whole kind of programme work that you have to do, and I just love the fact that when I get home from work I can just go for a walk and within a couple of minutes I'm in a space that's green and a nice environment. When we get in from work we can make tea and put tea on and then go out for a 45-minute walk while tea's cooking, and then when we get back in, but that's our kind of time of, sometimes if something's been bothering me about work, we share our, and then we're very much kind of like, once we've had that opportunity, then we've put to bed what I needed to talk about, and then it doesn't ruin the rest of my evening. I do think that there's some issues in my community that need resolving. I don't think there's enough community cohesion. The community need to take responsibility for some things and stop saying, "Oh, that's not being done," and actually you can do it yourself. Why complain about litter when you could pick it up and put it in the bin as you walk past the bin? People always talk about on a weekend that they've been to Leeds or they've been to York, etc. But you don't hear people saying, "Well, we've been to Doncaster," and we need to change that. If you're not using, you're going to Meadowhall, where actually you could have possibly bought what you wanted to buy. So that attitude about you can't get things in Doncaster, actually you can get everything that you want in Doncaster, and you can probably jump on the train or walk in, so you wouldn't have that cost. So it's that attitude about actually, buy local is really important. Everything's about kind of, oh, well, you can't park, you can't, when you're driving in traffic's bad. We've got an amazing train. I mean, I live in Bentley, I can jump on the train and I'm in Doncaster town centre in 5 minutes, and it costs £2.20 return. Let's actually go for a clean air zone in the town centre, which would be great, and I think that's something that we should focus on, particularly for the health of the residents, as well as in the fact that we should be able to have a clean air space across the whole of Doncaster, really. If I was meeting a friend, which I do quite often, late on an evening for a coffee after work, and there's all those bars that are on that street, I wouldn't choose them because there's cars going past, and so even though we'd want to go and sit outside, because if it's a nice evening, which is something that we do quite often, we'll end up going in one of the places where it's inside, purely because we don't want to sit outside and a car's be going past. One is for his own health, because I don't want to be sat by getting admissions of cars, and plus the noise.